Bang.
Let me get a clip out of them. Let's reset.
Glacier Field. How is this even here with all the global warming?
Today I'm gonna be teaching you guys the ins and outs to the most infamous move on Rematch. Honestly, it's one of the most powerful moves and the best move, the Ippy Slide. Ippy Slide is when you simply push the ball to any direction and pull it back to your player by engaging your sprint and the direction in which you're pulling the ball back. In this case, I'm gonna be pushing it to the left and I'm gonna pull it back to the right. There you go. It's as simple as push ball and engaging your sprint after the push ball and turning your left stick to the opposite direction of the push ball. That is Ippy Slide. So, yes, Ippy Slide has been nerfed to the ground, and honestly, it is kind of not that great to use by the common person. And I understand why people have stopped using it because they thought, okay, this tech is now really bad and it's not gonna fool anybody. But in reality, it is still pretty damn powerful. And I'm gonna show you why and how and when to use this move. Okay? So first up, let's discuss why it got nerfed. It got nerfed because it was too easy to do and was too spammable that it was just so easy to beat defenders because the ball, when you pushed it away, had such a bad animation that the ball is far, the player's not touching the ball, and it just magically comes back to the foot of the player. That was the old animation. As you can see, the new one now, the player puts his foot over the ball. It is a very nice animation and it makes it a little bit more snappy, which I do like a lot. I'll get to that in just a little bit. Okay? So, what else is the nerf to the Ippy Slide? The stamina cost. The cost in which you could do the move is now about 45% stamina. Sorry, 75, not 45. 75% stamina cost. Meaning the green bar has to be at least filled 3/4 of your bar has to be there. Otherwise, you won't engage the Ippy Slide. And this is what's gonna happen to you if you try. There you go, the infamous Ippy fail. Alright, so that is the one that's painful. That's why not a lot of people are using it and try to unlearn the habit of Ippy sliding. But I think people should reconsider and start using it in a different way. Finally, let's get into the video. So when do you use the Ippy Slide? As a dribbler, there is no other move that's better at judging a defender than the Ippy Slide. Ippy Slide, you'll be able to test out if the defender you're facing against is a good player or a bad player, depending on how they react to the Ippy Slide. Because sometimes it still works, like simply just doing the Ippy Slide, you can get through the defender easy. They'll bite, they'll tackle, and they're cooked, right? But sometimes they might be waiting for you to see what to do, and they might try to tackle you, but they miss. Or the worst thing that could happen is they're holding their dribble stance. They're doing this. Their defensive stance. Their defensive stancing. That's the worst thing that could happen. So that's why you pull out an Ippy Slide first because, well, it's a dribble move that's really good at judging how a defender plays. So use it like a jab. In boxing, this is how you're gonna jab the defenders, right? So you're gonna feel them out. Ooh, okay. He didn't tackle me there. He didn't tackle me there. And as you can see, guys, I'm spending stamina, but the moment I pull it back and I don't like move forward and I LT spam, I get all my stamina back and I can kind of keep jabbing the defender until he tries to bite me and then I push the ball to the side or like a side swipe or something like that. So that is one of the things you could do with the Ippy Slide. Next, and probably one of the best things you could do with the Ippy Slide is turn it into a combo starter. Just like in a fighting move, the Ippy Slide is such a quick moving move, and it's tricky at that, that it can fool the player in the beginning, and then you engage whatever dribble you're gonna do if you beat the guy, right? If you beat him, you just move forward. If you don't, then that's when things can get a little bit more complicated. And here are the Ippy combos that you could do right now. But before that, here's an example of jabbing with your Ippy Slide. And here you see it again. Ippy Slide still works, guys. It is still pretty damn good to do. Push ball, roll back, Ippy, miss me, pass. I'm gonna first start off with something simple, and we're gonna do Ippy Slide to forward swipe push ball. If you guys still don't know how to do forward swipe push ball, please just check out my complete dribble guide. It's in the description below, as well as all the other text there. So I'm gonna just specifically mention all the text in this video. There's an input display here so you can figure out what I'm doing. Yeah, that was supposed to be at 2000. I decided to do it a little bit earlier for you guys. So yeah. Anyway, Ippy Slide to forward swipe push ball. You're gonna Ippy swipe to the left, pull it back, and the moment you're pulling it back, immediately go into your forward swipe push ball move. And that will look pretty damn good because you're gonna create such a big movement difference because you're doing, it's not just you, it's the ball's movement too. The ball's moving up to out here, and after you do your Ippy Slide to forward swipe, you're gonna end up somewhere here. So that's about 3 meters of distance that you create from an Ippy to forward swipe push ball. That is a huge distance that you can make, especially if you're good enough to do it diagonally, like you do something like this, and then you forward swipe like that. You will probably fake out the defender or two and be free to run the wing. You could just move this way, or you could even bait the guy, like MJ glide back, make them come in front of you. The defenders hate this, guys. Defenders hate when the dribbler is the one dictating them catching up to you. If you're the one coming back to them, it's like you're showing them disrespect, and then they'll aggressively tackle you for sure. They're gonna tackle you right away, and you just push cut in between them, or just push cut one of them, and it's a wrap. And the move that best allows you to do that is the Ippy to forward swipe combo. Alright, that's an easy one. Dribbling against people is like playing chess, so in the beginning of a match, it's best to disrespect somebody by dribbling on them a lot, so that whenever they go against you, and other people will go against you as well, his teammates, they will insta-tackle you, and you'll be able to do more tricky dribbles because of this. Ippy Push Cut. Ippy Push Cut is actually my B&B right now when it comes to my initial dribble step. I always push ball to the left, and then upon seeing the gold color on the ball, I engage my push cut. And I can push cut it in any direction I want to. I could do that. I could do this. Although that one's not as tricky. It's always trickier when you do sharper angles. Like that. Alright, so how do you do the Ippy Push Cut? On my complete dribble guide, again, push cutting is there, but for the sake of this video, just because I know this one's a little bit harder to do than most, this is how you break down the steps into doing this. Alright, so what you want to do to push cut is, when you push the ball, you see that the color turns gold or yellow, right? Before you touch the ball, it turns yellow. What you want to do is, you want to flick your camera towards the direction that you want it to go, and then press your dribble button at the same time while holding forward on your left stick. So you're always going to be holding forward on your left stick whenever you're doing a push cut, because what's turning you is not your character model, but the camera itself. Wherever the camera is facing, that's where your character will most likely go. Alright? So that's the first part, or the last part. How do you push cut? Now just combine that with the Ippy Slide. Although the timing for this one is a little bit different. Like any push ball, any golden ball or any gold aura ball that you see, or yellow aura ball, is push cuttable or golden boostable. Right? Sounds like a Mr. Beast food thing or something. But yeah, it is boostable or it is push cuttable. So the way you do it is, while you're Ippy sliding, you see the yellow or you see the gold. That's when you engage the camera turn and the push cut or the push ball. When you see it turn yellow, that's when you know it's time to press your camera and your push ball at the same time. So that is the Ippy push cut. And you could do it from any direction really. You could go like something like 320 degrees like that. You could go, I think you could go like 170. Let me try. I know you can go past one circle. There you go. So I went past the circle. I went like 45 degrees upwards to 360 because I went around and then over. Again, it's wherever the camera is facing, that's where you will be push cutting the ball. It's pretty damn powerful to do, and you guys should all learn it. So how do you do the push cut? Sorry, Ippy push cut into some other attacks? Well, you're gonna be mixing it up, guys. You're gonna be doing Ippy push cut. You could do a double Ippy push cut. You could do this, bang. Oops, my bad. You could do this, bang, bang. Oops. Man, why am I failing right now? Failed that again. Something like that, right? That's a double Ippy push cut. Or you could just go into Ippy push cut, forward swipe. Depending on the position of the defender that you're fighting against or dribbling against, you're gonna change the move that you do after. But it is a really good combo starter. Ippy slide to push cut. By the way, shout out to Bootywork for being my defender dummy. Anyway, here it is. You do a push cut on the Ippy and get away just like that.
Calendar?
You see the vision?
Bad.
It's okay.
Oh, yan, nagawa ko na yan. After yung spacebar ko dyan, ano na next? Rainbow flick?
Ano, rainbow flick
Oh.
ball. Rainbow flick push ball or tira mo na or ilap mo na.
Anong yabang eh.
This one, I kind of want to save for later on in the video, but because we're starting off with already some crazy stuff, I might as well do this now. This is the Ippy Boost Cancel Drag. Alright, so much like the forward swipe drag, you're going to be using LT to drag it. I might make a few mistakes on this one, or I might cut to a scene wherein I completely do this move correctly, because this one is hard to pull off, right? So what you're going to do is, you're going to extra effort your Ippy slide the moment it turns yellow again. What's going to happen is the ball... Oops. What's going to happen is the ball is going to get launched just like that. And it's kind of close to your feet, right? Because you timed it perfectly on the yellow. If you don't time it perfectly on the yellow, it's not going to look as good. It has to be perfect on the yellow. So you do that, and after you effort the yellow, you have to turn your camera a little bit this way. Depending on the direction that you're efforting from, you have to turn it towards the effort and then hold down your drag. Kinda looks like this. There you go. That is the Ippy Boost Cancel Drag. This tech is very hard to do, but it is very rewarding if you can master it. Naiiwan siya minsan eh. Speaking of boost, You can also golden boost your Ippy Slide the moment it turns yellow. This is similar to the Q-Tech, except this time you're just gonna golden boost it, and this is what it looks like. 1, 2, 3. I missed the goal, but you guys see my point? You press your effort the moment the ball turns yellow, drag it back, and then quickly change direction after you effort one way and then you go the other way. Right? You flick it. Now, is it just me or do you go further and faster with this golden boost? With this dribble tech, you had a push cut at the end of it instead of shooting. So let's try to get it down in one. I missed it. It's so hard to catch that second one. So you could spam your dribble and your rainbow flick if you want. Oh, that's what happens if you do. Make sure to flick it first. There you go. You push cut the receive of the ball, and then you go into like a swipe or do something crazy like that. The defender that you might be efforting into, because you're gonna use, it's basically a way to dribble using golden boost and still be effective after the fact. You surprise them with that directional push cut receive thing. It works every time. It works so well, and they always react and get stunned. Like, holy shit, did that just happen? You can also do it from a golden boost, by the way. Yeah, there you go. That one's easier, but when you do it from an Ippy Slide, it goes crazier. And I don't know, Ippy, for some reason, for me, Ippy golden boost feels faster. There you go. It's very, very fun and a very clean move to do. Ooh. Right here. Nice. I'm gonna go for something. I'm gonna go into a little bit more of a different kind of tech, except we are adding a combo before the Ippy Slide, which is the Akeno tech. You guys don't know how to do Akeno tech? Well, again, link on the description below. Watch the complete dribble guide. It's over there. And then just learn how to do it in this video. Okay? What you're going to do is you're going to Akeno tech first into your Ippy Slide. And what you're going to do after is you push cut it. So you're going to do this. Oops, I missed it there. Bad push cut there. And there you go.
Holy.
Now, much like the Akeno tech, instead of doing two inputs that are different, this time you're going to do two of the same inputs, and it's the double forward input. Almost like a roulette cancel into the Ippy Slide while moving forward. So you're going to do 1, 2, and then push ball, and then pull the ball back. Just like that. There you go. You could also push cut that, by the way, if you're fast enough. If you have like the hands of, I don't know, speed or something. Hands of speed. Really fast hands. There you go. You could push cut it just like that. Here's a little tip, by the way, guys. Sometimes I like to dribble, get past the defender, make him burn his effort, and then I use mine. But there is another tech that's very similar to that. Actually, it is very, very similar. But instead of just pulling the ball back like this, you're going to turn your camera at the end. And this is the roulette cancel Ippy Slide into a push cut if you want to. But if you just want to Ippy Slide it, then it's totally fine. So to do this, it is quite I say it's a little hard. It took me a while to figure it out. You have to do 3 dribble inputs while you have possession of the ball, like this. Like you're doing a roulette. Look what happens when I do 3 and then I let go of my dribble stance. The ball gets push balled away, right? So you do 3 inputs and then you release your dribble stance. And what you're gonna do after you release your dribble stance is you're gonna hold sprint and then you can now Ippy slide it in any direction that you want to. But you have to be turning your camera. Wait. There you go. While doing this roulette cancel thing. Because when you push ball and turn camera at the same time with a regular push ball, the ball does not go far from your foot. There you go. You could push cut the Ippy slide into a more nicer direction in which you're going. So, yeah, that is the roulette Ippy slide. Very hard to do in an actual game, but if you're able to do it, it actually looks quite crazy to the eyes because your character is canceling a roulette mid-spin, and then you're gonna Ippy slide it after, and then if you push cut it after, then holy crap-a-moly, it looks pretty damn good.
Whoa, 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 what the fuck?
Yep, this one looks absolutely insane. That covers all the tech that you can do with Ippy Slide right now. So you guys be the judge. Is it nerfed? It really is nerfed. Is it weak? I don't think it's weak. Is it underrated now? I believe it's underrated. Is it the best? You be the judge, you decide. That's it for this video. Don't forget to hit that like if this video helped you out. Do consider subscribing. Subscribing to the channel not only makes my channel grow and makes me happier as a human being, but it also gives me a sign that the content I'm making is the content you guys want to see. I also plan to make content outside of Rematch, so look out for that. Some of you guys have already seen me play Mega Bonk, the best game out right now besides Rematch. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped. And as always, I'll see you all on the next video. Peace.